Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live from ground zero here. I'm at Lahaina Harbor. And Mele Kalikimaka, Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Day. And I decided to come down here because I wanted to show the world what's happened here since the fire on August 8th, 2023. And the answer is not much. Not a single building permit has been issued in the SMA zone. When you get a chance, Google SMA zone Hawaii. It's a special management area that basically exists between here, the ocean, and the highway. And that's basically all of Lahaina town. Sure, a few homes are getting built in the Waikuli neighborhood and above the highway. But in terms of the meat of the town, nothing's happening. So I'm going to show you some video here. I had to come here on a surfboard, basically, and risk audio gear destruction and video gear because you still can't get into town. It's still under lock and key. Even today on Christmas Day, the checkpoint Charlies are all being manned by individuals. It's craziness. But I wanted to show you a few things real quick and talk about a few things. But if you could please do me a favor, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. The shadow ban is so real, it's not even funny. But we need to get awareness out there because you might think that Lahaina is being rebuilt. That's what you might think in your head, of course. But have you forgotten about Maui? And if you have, that's by design. They never wanted it on your radar in the first place, which is why the media was banned. It's why there was no internet, why there was no cell phone, why there was no text messaging for weeks. And no media was allowed, even though they tried to come through the blockades at Maui Harbor with media press cards. They were not allowed into this town. And to this day, no photography, no video. So what I'm doing is technically not even allowed. Fake political activist groups that are backed by fake environmentalist activation groups are basically putting the kibosh on this town being rebuilt. They're also putting the kibosh on this right here. They're putting the kibosh on, I don't know what this boat's doing here, honestly, but they're putting the kibosh on all of the boats that are trying to come in and out of Ka'anapali Beach. They're putting the kibosh on apartment zone vacation rentals, which is over 7,000 vacation rentals on Maui. This is all happening. And what it is a strangulation. It is a financial strangulation of the people. I personally know individuals. Now, what I'm showing you here, by the way, is there's no construction happening here. This is Kamehameha III, what's left of it, the one administration building of the elementary school. Obviously, you have the beautiful West Maui's tower in the background. You have a Maui County restroom that survived. By the way, if you watched my last live I did here, I showed you these particle board boxes that survived, even though all the boats were destroyed. They have since removed those boxes. They wanted to destroy this building. They also wanted to destroy Fleetwood's. As a matter of fact, I met the gentleman, if you guys are familiar with, we used to call it the tsunami house. The tsunami house basically is a house made of concrete on the south end of Front Street. We called it the tsunami house because we said it would never be destroyed even if a tsunami hit. I met the owner. He said that the building completely survived. It was perfectly fine. He checked on it, and then they tore it down. He said it took them days to tear it down. Another friend of mine owned 2 fishing boats here in Lahaina Harbor. He tried to get into the town, to get into his boats, to get the boats to safety essentially, and they wouldn't let him come in and grab his boats and take them out to safety. They basically let everything burn. So the question is why isn't Lahaina town being rebuilt? The question is why are they not issuing permits here for people that have homes and businesses in the SMA zone? That's the question. And so maybe you know somebody, maybe you have a connection to the new administration that's coming in. Maybe you have a connection that can help spread the word, spread the aloha, spread the Christmas spirit, because I believe God gives gifts to good men and to all men, not just good men, unfortunately, but the gift that this town needs is to be rebuilt. The friend that I have that has businesses on Front Street, he is still servicing $50,000 a month in debt for his Front Street businesses, for the buildings. To this day, he is servicing a $50,000 a month debt. That's insane, right? How long can someone sustain a $50,000 a month payment without being able to rebuild his building and open up his business? So in the comments section, let me know, did you think Lahaina was being rebuilt, did you think everything was just, you know, normal? Did you think there was just crews of people here and that the county has expedited handing out building permits and that they're in high gear to rebuild this town? Is that what you thought? Did you know that there is a strangulation happening here for the people of this very thriving business community? This was the highest tax base in the state with the exception of Waikiki. So the second highest taxes came from this little beautiful whaling town, historic whaling town known as Lahaina Town Front Street, and it has been shut down. And let me tell you, there's nothing being rebuilt. Matter of fact, let me show you this right now. Right down here is the 505. They just removed the 505. That's Lahaina Shores that you're looking at, that big white building. They're trying to open that up in a few months, but they're getting a lot of kickback from that. But right there where you see that white pickup truck, you see that white pickup truck? Sorry about the shake, but that is Checkpoint Charlie, and the 505 was right next to that. They just got done removing the debris from the fire, like in the last 30 days. So nothing is being rebuilt, no permits have been issued. The only home that's being built in this area is one in Lahaina that had a building permit issued before the fire, is what I've been told. I was told also by the Front Street business owners that they tried to destroy Fleetwoods. Matter of fact, let's go down to Fleetwoods real quick and let me show you. The owners of Fleetwoods had to lawyer up in order for Fleetwood's building not to be destroyed. It's crazy. So just so you get an idea of where I'm located, this is the new Harbor Master building that they just got done building. And obviously it got burned, not to the ground. This is what was Lahaina Harbor. All of the Trex decks that surrounded this burned, yet the little wooden boxes that were made of, or the bathroom was fine. The Maui County bathroom. Any Maui County building, let me tell you what, next time there's a fire, I encourage you to escape to a Maui County building, because you'll probably be fine. This is the iconic harbor, Lahaina Harbor, where many, many businesses were thriving right here. Start Me Up Fishing. I could just go on and on. The Trilogy, I don't know what it's doing down here, but did you know that they're trying to shut down all of the cruises that launch from Kaanapali? Because obviously they can't launch from here anymore. It's still shut down. This entire town is completely shut down. The whole town. You're not allowed to go into this town. So they're trying to ban the boats from picking up people at Kaanapali. They're not going to reissue the permit for these boats to operate. Now these are really critical local business dollars, critical captains' jobs, and the first mates and all the people that serve people. And quite frankly, it's something to do when you're here on Maui. You can go on a sunset cruise, you can go on a snorkel cruise. And these fake political activist groups are having great success in shutting down businesses here on Maui. They're not for the working common man here on Maui. Trust me, they're trying to shut it all down. The only person I was told that can repeal or turn around that bill is Governor Green. Do you think he's gonna turn that bill around? And I certainly hope companies like Trilogy and Hula Girl and the other ones band together and lawyer up and fight this, because it's absolutely obnoxious. It is ridiculous. But as I promised, I'm having to kind of be careful here as I walk. I'm walking here on these rocks. Like I said, there's no way that I can get in to Lahaina other than I had to surf my way over here basically. But I wanted to take this opportunity on this beautiful Christmas day. I was halfway hoping they'd have the town open and they'd give the guys that work at the security booths at the Checkpoint Charlie's a day off to go celebrate Christmas with their families. But no, they are still, every checkpoint has got manned up people. Why is this town still locked down? I want the answer to that question. The interesting thing is a lot of people are like, oh, Eric, you're just one of those conspiracy theorists. Really? Is it conspiracy theory that this town is still under lock and key? No. Is it conspiracy theory that they haven't issued a single permit to rebuild a home or a business between here and Honopi'ilani Highway? No. Is it a conspiracy theory that there was no water to fight the fire the day of August 8th, 2023? No. Is it a conspiracy theory that there was no cell phone service, text service, or any kind of internet service before the fire even started? No, it's not. It's all the truth. Is it true they didn't sound the sirens? It's true. It's not a conspiracy theory. That's Fleetwood's right there. I was told that the owners of this building had to fight to keep that building standing. They had to fight. They wanted to tear it down. Is it a conspiracy theory that they chopped down every mango tree in Lahaina? I think they're mostly all down. I could be wrong because I can't walk around and do a survey, but I can tell you all the good ones I was aware of were taken down even though they were bearing fruit. How do you explain that? I don't know. But on this Christmas day, as you're hopefully making plans to come visit West Maui and support these people as you have for a long time, or maybe you haven't and you just want to come here on vacation, please know the rest of the island is wide open. This is just one little town on the west side of Maui. You know, you get up to Kaanapali, I'm pointing right there at Baby Beach. Right around the corner from Baby Beach is Kaanapali, Kahana, Honokauai, Napili Bay, Kapalua Bay, you know, all kinds of businesses and places to stay. But this little historic town where we used to come down and eat at Kimo's, right? Kimo's is right about, okay, this is where, hang on a second. This is where Front Street, yeah. This is Lahaina Luna Road and Front Street. That is Cheeseburger in Paradise, right where you see that rock wall going up. And then right about there would have been where Kimo's is. Well, you still can get some good TS restaurants if you go to Leilani's. As a matter of fact, Leilani's is still selling right now the Kimo's hat. So I'm wearing this in remembrance, if you will, of what was my favorite restaurant. And you can watch all kinds of videos of me going up and down Front Street talking about Kimo's being my favorite restaurant. It still is, and I believe it will come back again, but not if the fake political activists have anything to do with it, because they will not allow them to rebuild that portion of Front Street. And they're also trying to redraw all of the high watermark lines thanks to some crazy guy on the at the University of Hawaii, Oahu, that owns a home right by the ocean. And he is basically their mouthpiece saying that, you know, this is all high water mark and the ocean is rising and climate change. And they're trying to not allow these people to rebuild their businesses and their homes that were on the ocean, when ironically, sorry about the quick pan, well, you can't see it from here, but there's a number of oceanfront homes right there past Lahaina shores that are still standing. So that can't be fair, right? If you don't allow people that have a lot on the ocean to rebuild, yet there's other homes that are still standing, that they're not going to make them move them. I hope not anyway. But there's a lot of craziness going on. It is absolute 100%, what's the best word I can use here? Locked down. It is locked down. The town is locked down. Permitting is locked down. Businesses obviously are shut down. This is COVID times a billion for Lahaina town, because there's no end in sight. And who are the people that are going to step up and fight the political stronghold that's in office right now? Who's going to step up and fight for the private citizen, for the private business owner, for the person that's struggling to get a permit, just to get permission to rebuild their structures so they can get back to work, they can get back to business? Who's going to stand up for those guys? I don't know. Do you see anybody else down here reporting? Do you see CNN? Do you see MSNBC? Do you see Fox News? Do you see any big YouTubers or people that are on podcasts? Do you see anybody? I don't see anybody. I am literally alone, me and the trilogy guy. That's it. Merry Christmas. He's got the Santa Claus hat on. But who else is bringing awareness to what's actually going on here? Every single person that I talk to is like, what? We had no idea. They just forgot. They just forgot. They didn't care. Maybe in the first place, I don't know. But they just forgot. Did you forget about Maui? I hope you didn't. I hope you'll take this video, share it on your socials, get the word out there. Do me a favor. That's all I ask for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is for awareness and progress to come to this island so that these people can continue their life as they knew it. It is more than long enough. Allow these people to rebuild their businesses and their homes exactly where they were before. And don't make them wait another year or 2 or 5 or 10, because quite frankly, they can't afford it. You want to know who can afford it? The government. The government, they can afford it, right? The billionaires that are waiting in the wings, they can afford it. But the little guy that owned a little business here, he can't afford it. He can't afford it. He's probably already out of business. He's probably already off the island. But why these people can't rebuild their homes, why they can't get a permit in the SMA area, why they have to go through, I mean, this is the perfect storm, right? Hawaii, archaeological studies, and just, you could just name 1,000 things. Matter of fact, I've talked to people that are trying to get these permits, and that at any point in time, someone can go to court and they can protest the issuing of a permit or a seawall. Well, that's nothing. No more seawall permits are being issued. Sandbags are not allowed on Maui. The sandbags that protect hotels like Hololani, and I counted, there's a number of sinkholes happening right now between the Mahana, which is just north of Kaanapali Beach, all the way up to Kapalua. I counted them. There's a lot of seawalls that need repair. Not going to happen. You can't even protect or fortify your seawall. You can't even put up a single sandbag. I know the guy that built most of the seawalls. I know the guy that has the sandbags, but they're disallowed. You are not allowed to protect and fortify your property from the ocean anymore. So this thing is real. This is happening. And I'm just one guy with an iPhone pointing the camera, hoping there's someone out there listening that can make a difference, right? That can help the little guy. That's my hope. And to bring awareness, because I know what it's like out there, guys. I know that your attention span is short, just like mine. I know that there's a lot of things going on in your life and in my life. But guess what? There's a lot of things that happen in these people's lives, like total, utter destruction, and someone's got to speak up for them. Let it not just be me, let it be you as well. Put your opinion out there on your social media. Put it out on your Facebook. Put it out on your X that I've been banned from forever because I said something nice about Trump. I've also been banned from Facebook, had to open up a new account. So we're fighting this horrible machine that's trying to silence and cut our voices, and there's all kinds of paid opposition as well. So let the true warriors, let the true warriors of truth come forth. I know you're out there, I know you're watching, and I know you can help, and I appreciate you doing so. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to share this with you, for allowing me to take a few moments out of my Christmas day to show you what's going on here in Lahaina town, which is absolutely nothing. Why? If you just tuned in, the entire place is locked down. Not a single SMA permit, building permit has been issued. SMA is a special zone that they have between the ocean and the highway, which is basically all of Lahaina town, all the businesses, all the homes, nothing is being rebuilt. They're trying to shut down the boats right here, these boats from launching from Kaanapali Beach. They're trying to shut down snorkel tours and anything to do with the ocean. They already shut down the e-foils. They're shutting down apartment zone vacation rentals, which is over 7,000. They're supposedly doing some study, which hasn't even happened yet. It's all a big, fat, giant, slow roll. As they say, you just get Tai Chi'd to death. They're just Tai Chi'ing you because they hold the strings of power. And they shouldn't hold the strings of power anymore because it's supposed to be, last time I checked, a government for the people, by the people, of the people, right? And there's this thing called the Constitution that you're supposed to follow. So let's hold these people accountable. Let's get these permits issued. Let's get the word out. And let's get back to vacation on Maui because we need your travel dollars. We need your support. And I'm going to end with this. If you haven't given yet to Daniel, please do. He's a blind guy that lost his house on Front Street. I started a little website called helpdaniel.org. Helpdaniel.org. It's real simple. He's about to lose his FEMA house. He got a FEMA house up in Kula, thank God. But guess what? It's going away. The support's going away, by the way. So I'm trying to get him set up to $4,000 a month recurring income that'll barely pay his living expenses. But if you could go to helpdaniel.org, give him $770 or $700 and put it on a recurring, would super help him out. And then number two, if you could go to switchforlahaina.com, switchforlahaina.com. It's a small little crew we have working, trying to replace their income. If you can make the switch, we'd super appreciate it. Stop supporting the elites. Stop putting your money into the hands of Jeff Bezos and the guy. I mean, look at this. We're in Billionaire Alley. Right there, that's owned by a billionaire, right? That island's owned by a billionaire. Yeah. And just a little bit further that way, We got the owner of Facebook, Zuckerberg. He's got some big old underground bunker house he's building on Kauai. Oh, you want to go to the south? We got Jeff Bezos. He bought a property down there, south of McKenna, and he supposedly gave $150 million. Where'd that go? I don't know. We got Oprah. Oh, another billionaire alley just over that hill. We got Oprah's ranch. We're surrounded by billionaires, right? Billionaires. Billionaires surrounding us. They could fix this problem. They could. But will they? I don't know. I'm not putting any faith in them. I'm putting my faith in you. I'm putting my faith in God. I'm putting my faith in Jesus. And I'm putting my faith in the good old US of A. What this country was founded on, I believe, is going to come true like a Boston Tea Party. We're going to throw our tea in the ocean and say, to you people that are obviously working for the devil himself. So get out of Hawaii and let these working class people get back to work. Issue them some permits, and let's have a beautiful rest of the Christmas holiday season. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I've had too much fun out here. Not really. It's painful to talk about this. You know what? It is. But someone has to step forth, and I know I'm not the only voice, but I'm one voice, and I believe one voice can make a difference. Your voice can make a difference and will make a difference. So please, share, like, subscribe, put it on your socials, make your own little video, write somebody, do something. And I believe it's all gonna work out in the end. But let me tell you what, it is a flippin' battle. Lost the video there for a moment. So I'm gonna end the live on this beautiful shot of our beloved Lahaina town. If you remember it, it was one of the most beautiful, epic oceanfront restaurant shopping experiences, a whaling town, the oldest high school west of the Mississippi, right up there, Lahaina Luna, go Lunas, right, 1831. This place is storied in history. You can see right here, you can see the cannons. Where are the cannons at? They're right there, right? Defend. There's the cannons. Can you see the cannons? That's right, because under attack, always under attack. So it's time to defend the rights of these property owners. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it works. As a matter of fact, most of the families on Front Street are generational Hawaiian families. So don't throw at me some kind of rich guy, haole, mainland deal. These are generational Hawaiian families that are unable to rebuild their generational businesses, their generational homes. And that's enough. It's enough. Enough already, right? All right, guys, thank you so much. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Mele Kalikimaka. I got to paddle my way back out of Checkpoint Charlie, out of the security zone. And hopefully nobody's waiting for me. But I wanted to share this message. It's very important. And thank you so much for trying to get this broken out of the algorithm. Because I'm telling you what, it is suppression of the truth. And we've had enough of that. So, till next time, Eric West out. Mahalo.